In the old days, when the forests were still thick and the drums spoke louder than words, there was a kingdom called Abrampanso. The land was rich, not only in gold and cocoa, but in customs, respect, and the wisdom of elders. The king of Abrampanso had only one child, Amma. Amma was not like the other princesses people spoke of in songs. She was large, very large. From childhood, her body grew faster than her age. Her arms were heavy, her cheeks full, and her walk slow but steady. The people whispered. Some said it was a blessing. Others said it was a sign. But no one dared speak loudly, because Amma was the king's daughter. Yet behind her back, the children sang. Princess Amma, eater of all. When she sits, she shakes the wall. Amma heard them. She always heard them. And though she pretended not to care, her heart carried every word like a stone in a calabash. Amma loved food, yes, but not in the foolish way people believed. Food was her comfort. When the palace grew quiet and she felt alone, she would sit with the old women in the kitchen. There, she listened. She listened to stories of the ancestors. Stories of famine. Stories of survival. While others saw her eating, Amma was learning. The queen worried constantly. Your Highness, she would tell the king, this child, the people are watching. A princess must carry dignity, not just weight. The king would wave his hand. She is my daughter. Let the people talk. But even he knew the truth. A ruler is never judged alone, their children carry their shadow. One season, the rains delayed. Then they stopped. The rivers shrank. The farms cracked. The cocoa pods dried before ripening. Hunger came quietly at first. Then it came loudly. People began to complain. Not in the open, but in corners, in compounds, in whispers under the moon. How can a land suffer hunger when the palace is full? They say the princess eats more than 10 men. Maybe the gods are angry. Amma heard again. This time, the words cut deeper. For the first time in her life, food did not taste the same. One evening, she walked beyond the palace walls, something she had never done alone. The air outside was different. Not perfumed. Not soft. Real. She saw a mother breaking one piece of cassava into 4 for her children. She saw a man drinking water to silence his hunger. She saw eyes, tired, dry, and watching her. Not with respect. But with quiet blame. That night, Amma did not eat. The kitchen women were shocked. Princess, are you unwell? Amma shook her head. I have been eating without seeing, she said slowly. From that day, something began to change. Not her body, not yet. But her mind. Amma returned to the people again and again, quietly, without royal cloth, without escort. She sat with them. She listened. And she began to understand something no one in the palace understood. Hunger is not just the absence of food. It is the absence of fairness. The elders began to notice. This princess, one said, she walks like one who is searching. Amma went back to the palace and faced her father. Father, she said, our people are hungry. The king frowned. We have stores. Yes, Amma replied, but the stores are not reaching the people. Silence filled the room. No one spoke to the king like that. Amma continued. If a leader eats while the people starve, it is not the people who are cursed, it is the throne. The king looked at his daughter differently for the first time. Not as a child. But as something else. And that was the beginning. Not of a fairy tale. But of a struggle.